Hi everybody! Okay, I need to make two apologies first of all. The first one is that I look like this. Sorry, I'm not really one to dress up to do videos. This is what I look like after a really long week. So yeah. The second apology is that I should have made this video weeks and weeks ago. I think I probably promised it like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I just haven't got around to it or felt like it. So sorry it's so late. I've also got a fairy creature on my lap. Guess. Turn around. Yeah. She's slightly grumpy. There's another cat prowling around outside, so if you hear howling, that's because she's gone out to fight. Yeah, but I just was kind of home a bit early, and I thought, well, I can do adult things like laundry and putting all the food shopping away that's over there, or I could sit and waste like 15-20 minutes, well not waste, procrastinate for another 15-20 minutes chatting to you guys. So here's my video. I'm going to do this in one take, so kind of whatever comes out. Yeah. Okay, first question, which is, I've got them on my phone because I'm really professional at this. Sorry. Right. Why have you stopped using Vicky and started using Victoria instead? Okay, so I want to do a proper blogger post about this at some point. Sorry, it's cats. This is my life. There's cattails on my face. Yeah, I want to do a proper blog post on this soon. I basically started using Victoria when I started my new job nearly a year ago, because I felt like I needed a change from my old job. I kind of felt like I needed to create a new work persona for myself. It was a massive step up in terms of responsibility and having people reporting to me, and I just thought that going from using a nickname to my full name would kind of help me with that. Plus, the agency that I joined is quite formal. Everybody else uses their full names, and to be honest, I wanted them to take me seriously, and I thought it would help, or it would help me feel more confident and authoritative. So on my first day, Duncan, my boss, asked me, "Are we calling you Vicky or Victoria?" Sorry, my fringe needs cutting again. It's driving me nuts. Why am I doing this now? Yeah, this is my life. Sorry. Yeah, so my boss asked me if I wanted them to call me Vicky or Victoria, and I said Victoria, and it stuck. So I now spend like 45, 50 hours a week being called Victoria, and it's now got to a point where being called Vicky's a bit weird. I don't really feel like Vicky anymore. I feel more like Victoria. I don't mind other people calling me Vicky. Either's fine. Like Gary and my friends and family and stuff call me Vicky, and that's fine. But I have started introducing myself as Victoria, and that's my name. That's why I use it as my full name. It's the name my parents gave me. It's a nice name, I think. It makes me feel like an adult. It kind of separates me from when I was younger. And aside from the last couple of weeks, which have been a bit of a blip, I'm usually feeling pretty together these days and like an adult, and so I use my adult name. So that's why, really, no great mystery. I just spend more time being called Victoria than I do Vicky, so that's it. Right, second question. Why don't you post photographs of Gary's son? Right, this is a bit of a complicated one, and it's something else I want to blog about properly at some point. I have like a whole list of blog posts that I want to write, but yeah. So I don't really believe in posting photographs of other people's children on the internet unless their parents are happy about it and are fine for me to do so. So, with kids like Sam's son Tyler and Amy's daughter Lyra, occasionally one or two others like Avril's daughter Maisie, I always check every time that their parent is happy for me to post a picture online, and it drives Sam nuts because she doesn't mind when I text and check every picture I post. But I just feel like if I was a parent, I would want people to check before they're posting pictures of my kids online, because you don't know where it's going to end up, and that is something that I would be concerned with. So that's not something that I'm comfortable doing without parental permission. with Gary's son, although he's probably not bothered, although I don't know because we had another conversation, I know that his son's mother would not be happy with me posting stuff about him on their son online, and that's absolutely fine. That's her prerogative. She's his mother. I'm not his parent. I would never be his parent, and so I won't post things. So yeah, it's a real shame because I've got some real cracking pictures of him, particularly him and Gary together, and he's so funny and sweet, and I would love to, fill my blog and everywhere else like Facebook and stuff with pictures and videos of him, but he's not my kid, and that's all there is to it really. So yeah, I won't be posting stuff of him unless something dramatic changes, but I don't think it will. So yeah, that's that. Right, next question. What's the best book you've read this year? That's such an unfair question to ask someone who loves reading so much. Like, I've read 35 books or something this year so far. Yeah, when I saw that one come into my inbox, I was just like, for goodness sake, don't ask me that. I would probably, if I had to pick, if somebody put a gun to my head, although please don't, I would say Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Just because it caught me off guard so much. I wasn't expecting to like it. I thought it looked a bit kind of cartoony, and although I hate this phrase, I don't really know a better one, but it looked a bit kind of chiclety, which is not my thing at all. So I was surprised at how much heart it had to it and how much it really got under my skin. I just absolutely loved it. So if I had to pick, it would probably be that one. But I've read so many brilliant books this year. If you have a look at my Goodreads link, you'll see everything in there. And obviously I've been posting a what I read series on my blogger, so that's another good place if you want book recommendations. But I'm completely spoiled for books. I've had so many great books lent to me, recommended to me. I've also got a lot of writer friends who write real cracking stuff, so I'm spoiled when it comes to books. But I would recommend Fangirl. It's just beautiful, great writing. So yeah. Okay, what are you reading right now? I'm actually, speaking of Rainbow Rowell, this is not a sponsored post, I promise. I'm actually reading Eleanor and Park, which somehow passed me by completely. I don't even know how that happened. But I started it this morning. I'm on page, literally on the bus on my way to work, I'm on page 108 already, which is a good sign. And I'm sorry, my friend is driving me insane. And I'm completely hooked. It's really interesting. You've got two really interesting characters. I'm really into the dual narration thing, which I think I've mentioned before. My only very slight gripe with it is that it's not in the first person. I always prefer first person because then you're right inside somebody's skin, like right in their point of view. But that's only teeny tiny, 1% whinge. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I'll finish it this weekend, and I will post my final thoughts. But the first third is going well. I'm liking it. Right, last question, because this is 8 minutes long already, and you've probably wasted enough time staring at my messy face. What are you up to this weekend? Now, I realise this was asked about 4 weeks ago, but I'm going to answer with this weekend's plan, because I can't remember what I was doing 4 weeks ago, and it's not really relevant anymore. So, this weekend we are celebrating Dean's 40th birthday. That's Gary's brother. He turns 40 next week, and next weekend we're going out for a kind of a grown-up meal at this really nice pub called the Pony and Trap, which I'm very excited about. That will not be a Slimming World meal. Not sorry at all, not even slightly. Oh, Slimming World is something else I'll be posting about this weekend, I promise. If I don't do it this weekend, someone can just come around and slap me around the head and make me do it. Thanks. Right, so this weekend we are doing, Gary's got his son, so tomorrow I'm going over there in the morning to Gary's flat, and we're going to make a big fat chocolate birthday cake, which will be really fun. His son really likes baking, and I haven't done that with them before, so that'll be good fun. Whilst that's baking, we'll have some playtime, play with the train tracks and Lego and whatever else he wants to do. Then we will take everything out of the oven and leave it to cool, because it's obviously going to be cold before we can ice it, otherwise it will just slide straight off. We're going to go out for a bike ride, I think, whilst that does that, or scooter or whatever he wants to use. Come back, have lunch, decorate the cake, then take it over to Dean's. I've also got, Dean didn't want a fuss, which is like a red rag to a ball, so I went and bought, I will post a picture tomorrow, 2 giant, they're probably 2 feet tall, helium balloons, a 4 and a 0. They're in silver, so they're quite classy, but they are huge, and he's going to probably kill me. Never ever ask me to not make a fuss of your birthday. I will just immediately go all out. Yeah, so we take that over. We've also got a couple of cards, a rude one from us, and kind of a nice loving one from his nephew, and some presents. And we're just gonna go over there and have a little mini party. So that'll be fun. And then I will come back here, and the boys will have the rest of the afternoon on their own to write some blog posts, try and get some editing done of my manuscript. I'm also going to be submitting to another agent tomorrow, which is somewhere between scary and exciting. And then Sunday I've got the day to myself, so I'm just going to potter around, get my housework done, get ready for the week. I'm going to do a slow cooked roast chicken for dinner, and then once Gary's dropped his son back to his mum, he'll come over and we'll have our evening together, and that'll be the weekend really. So it's going to be birthday stuff, cake, sorry Slimming World, but I just have a little piece, writing, blogging, housework, just general weekend stuff really. So yeah, so I've been blathering on for like 12 minutes, but those are the questions you guys asked, so I've eventually got around to answering them, and I'm going to go away now because I've got, as I said, I've got food shopping to put away, laundry to do, and a salad for dinner. Yay! Right, I hope everyone's having a good Friday night. I'm going to go now. Bye!